Okay, hello. I'm trying to make this real quick. So, I want to do an update on my last experience at my orthodontist appointment. Whew. So, as you can see in the video, what everything was going on. So, I believe the lady, she was definitely heavy handed. I agree on some of the viewers, she was heavy handed. And so moving forward, I do have a preference, and I'm in the office, so excuse all of that right there. They trying to fix our air, and it's freaking cold, and I'm in the office by myself. So, long story short, I'm in the office. Um, so it's almost be a year come next month. So I have a dentist appointment on the 7th. I go back in somewhere in the process, somewhere on this side, they broke one of my brackets, so I have to have them to fix it. So I'm not going to even record in the office because I know it's going to probably be very intense, and I'm just going to give you my opinion about everything. The lady who is going to do my adjustments, she have done my adjustments before. Is this kind of towards the last few times that I went, I ended up getting these two people that I'm not really quite thinking that I want to go back to them. So moving forward, what I suggest, if you're going to go ahead and start getting, anybody who's looking at this video, you probably want to go ahead and try different people, because when you go into your adjustments in my office, they're just different dentist assistants that's there. So when I first started off, I didn't have any problems, I didn't have any pain, everything was just perfect. As time went in, I had one lady, and I think you probably heard me tell you my bracket popped out, so she can't get back in my mouth. And then the last lady, she's nice, she's a nice person, but I just believe she's a little bit heavy handed. And as you can tell, the rubber bands are already in the crease of my mouth, so that causes it to rub up and down, which also then, of course, with her pulling and all that, can cause sore. So moving forward, I'm just gonna go back to who I was, and I think her name, I think I said Sonia, something like that, whatever. But I know who she is when I see her, and I'm trying to make sure when they make my new appointment to keep the same tech, so that I won't have those problems. So I know I'm saying so a lot. So moving forward, the things that I recommend, since my hygiene, my treatment plan, I had increased my hygiene appointments. I go to the dentist every 3 months. I use the water pick. I do in turn sometimes use wax and orthodox, but not often. I just kind of just at one point just start dealing with it. So as you can see, all of that going on. I definitely keep rubber bands in to correct the overbite. So right now I think I'm at a point where my overbite is becoming an underbite. But they'll make the adjustments as time goes. The other thing that I wanted to state, brush your teeth as much as possible. I always definitely, every time I eat, I brush my teeth, so that's must have. And everywhere I go, I always have my bag. My bag probably consists of Listerine, toothbrush, um, of course my rubber bands. I don't too much care for flossing, but since I dropped it, I dispose of this. I use the water pick. I do have both. I have the wired water pick, and I have the wireless water pick. I prefer the wire water pick because it has a larger reservoir. So I definitely water pick every time I eat. And if I don't do it just while I'm at work, because I do have my wireless, but it's in the car. What I will do is definitely do a deep clean at nighttime. Also, it's very important that you make sure you clean your water pick as well, and that's a whole nother story that we need to talk about, because you're using it, you need to make sure you keep your water pick clean as much as possible. And so I do a whole little thorough cleaning of how, I can do that later on, how to clean your water pick. But overall, like I said, my experience has been great with the dentist office. I just don't know what happened the last visit where something went wrong over here. I just know it was so much pressure. I'm crying, I'm upset, like it's hurting. They had to take it out, they had to put it back in, they had to take it back out, and wrapping the power chains around. The bottom of it was good, but once she got done, I didn't feel that pain no more. But it's just like you just constant pressing down, pressing on your mouth, you're gonna feel that pain. And then you're laying back, and so by you laying back and all that good stuff, it's just so much, and you already feeling the emotion. So it was very much a emotional experience for me, and I don't want to have that for the remainder of my treatment plan. Yes, I do what the dentist tell me. He tell me wire the wires, I wire the wires. As simple as that. Things he tell me to do, I definitely do it. I believe if anyone has to wear the rubber band because they have an overbite or underbite, you definitely need to do what he states, because that can control or it will help you to move your process. So if you can look from when I did it back in December to now, my teeth have straightened up so much. And one of my biggest fears, I wish I had done a long time ago, I wouldn't be even dealing with this at this moment, was to go ahead and do it. So if anybody needs the encouragement, just go ahead and do it. And I think I had to get a teeth pull, one of my, right beside my K9, I had to get one of my teeth pulled. And that was the biggest mental thing. I thought people were going to be able to see the gap, and honestly, all they see is rubber bands, and it's not even a gap like that. You see rubber bands more than anything. And another thing that I've noticed now, because the rubber bands are right there at the crease of your smile, be careful when you're taking pictures, because it can definitely be a change. Like, people just don't understand when the rubber bands are rubbing in your crease of your smile. I'm telling people up front, like, hey, make sure my smile is on point, because I can adjust my lips or do some like that or whatever, and here they go snapping. You have those awkward moments. So that's something too that I'm dealing with at the moment, is awkward photos. So I try to be like, okay, just take the rubber bands out. But in my mind, I'm like, you don't want to take them out, because I read some article about how long it takes for things to shift, and you need them in your mouth at least, an XYZ time period, or it takes 10 hours for the whole process to start back over. So I just want to kind of stay on track, because I want them out as quick as possible, but I want the process to be great and everything straight. And I don't want pain. So I try to avoid eating things that are gonna break them outside of them breaking my brackets. So, overall, it's been okay. I have a crazy thing about it. When I go to the dentist in December after I come back from my vacation to Napa, I have an orthodontist appointment, and then I have a hygiene appointment. I hope that my teeth are not too sensitive and everything be okay, but I haven't recorded anything about my hygiene appointment, so I'm going to ask my hygienist if it's okay that I can record her for doing my treatment. But I always been going to my hygiene. I have a good hygiene. My, everything is perfect, so I don't really have anything bad about my hygiene. I always go it was going twice a year, but since I had the braces, I've been going every 3 months. So if you can afford it, go every 3 months. Now, I was doing a fluoride treatment as well, because she said, something about controlling the stain. So I pay for the fluoride treatment out of my pocket as well. What else did I want to talk about? I think that's it. If you have any questions, please feel free. Sometimes I do respond back to y'all making comments, and sometimes I be all over the place. So if you have any questions, definitely put it in the comments. I will try to respond back to you guys in a timely manner. I just think overall, if you're starting off, get to know your dentist, get to know your hygienist, get to know your dental assistants, get to know your orthodontist. Find out who do you like, and if they do your plan, your adjustments perfect, stick to that one person. That way you don't have to keep going to different people and getting, not to discredit anyone, because I feel like anyone can do it, but you know how your mouth feels. And for me, there might be 4 ladies in there, but for some apparent reason, I have been getting the last 2 ladies that wasn't so great, and I don't want to discredit them as a person. I just think their technique is a little bit different from the younger, or not even younger, but the other ladies in their training. So, cutthroat, I already said preference. Moving forward, hopefully everything will be great, and I will let you guys know after December the 7th. So with that being said and done, I hope you have a great holiday. You guys be safe. I'm in the office. I guess I'm going to get ready to go work out, and if y'all have any questions, definitely feel free to let me know. Thank you. Y'all have a nice day.